What's up guys, Magicalibra back today with another video. Sorry for the late post for Magician's Rod, but here we have it. We have the new and improved Magician's Rod for the new Dark Magician deck. Basically what we did was we took the old rod, kept its same effects, but updated it so it's quicker and not so heavy if it gets negated. So what we did was, if this card is normal or special summoned instead of just normal summoned, you can add one spell or trap from your deck to your hand that mentions Dark Magician. And instead of during your opponent's turn, it's just if you activate a spell or trap card or effect while this card is in the grave, except during the damage step, you can tribute one spellcaster monster and add this card to your hand. And we added, and if you do, you can set one spell or trap from your deck that mentions Dark Magician. You can only use each effect in Magician's Rod once per turn. So not only is it normal summon or special summon and search, but if you activate a spell or trap while it's in the grave, you get to tribute a spellcaster monster, and then you get to add this card to your hand and set a spell or trap that mentions Dark Magician. So that could be one of your traps for during your opponent's turn, or it could be a quick play spell, or whatever. It could be a normal spell if you want. But anyways, hey, you could even add that, what's that magic formula, the equip spell? Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, do that. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go through our little combo play. Basically, Magician's Rod, we've turned this into a one-card combo. But for the sake of this video, you don't need this card in your hand. You can just use this and go full combo. But what you need to do is, what I want to do, sorry, not what you need to do. What I want to do is show you basically what we'll do whenever we use the second effect. So we'll start off with normal summoning rod, and then declaring its effect to search our deck for a spell or trap. If you imperm at this point, you're screwed. Alright. But if they don't, oh well. So what we'll do is we'll add our spell or trap. So we're going to add the one that's important. So we will add that one, Dark Magical Circle, to our hand. We can then activate the Dark Magical Circle, do its effect to send Dark Magician to grave, and then place the Eternal Soul face up in the spell and trap zone. And then what you can do is activate the Eternal to search for our Magician's Will here. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll search for the Magician's Will. And then we can activate the Eternal again to bring back the Dark Magician. Special summon into attack mode. And now, because we control a Dark Magician monster, we can then special summon the Magician's Will. And then its effect will activate. It's now protected by Eternal Soul because it is Dark Magician, so it's unaffected by your opponent's activated card effects. We will turn that off. I don't know what that is. We'll activate its effect, just like Rod, to search another spell or trap. So we'll go ahead and search for the Eye of Timaeus, add to hand. Now what we can do is we can send this to grave. We can send this to grave. For our fourth summon, which will be our special summon into attack mode, our Palladium Dame, and then on summon will be our fifth summon because it activates. We can then revive back the Magician's Will, special summon to attack mode, and then if they Nibiru us here, we can't really do anything. But what we'll do is we special summon that. So now what we can do is we could go rank 7, but we're going to show off Rod's effect. So what we'll do is we will activate the Eye of Timaeus onto the Dark Magician and send it to the grave. And send this to the grave. And because we use the normal monster for the Dragoon, he gets a pop effect to pop and burn. So because we activate a spell or trap card while the Rod is in the grave, we can then tribute one spellcaster monster and add this card to the hand and set a spell or trap. So we'll activate that effect now, and we can then tribute the Magician's Will to the grave. And then we can add this to our hand. add to hand, and then we can set a spell or a trap. So we'll view the deck. I believe we can then set probably our Magician's combination. That might be beneficial to us, so we'll do that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and... Well, I didn't mean... I thought it... Whoops, my bad, guys. This needs to go to spell and trap zone. There we go. And then we need to set it. Alright, so it gets set, and then we can activate it to basically tribute our Dark Magician and then summon the Dark Magician Girl, which basically that is what Magician's Will and Magician Girl's Will are in the grave. So we could just special it back with Eternal Soul, banish a card, they activate a card effect, we could use combination, tribute the Magician's Will, summon the Magician Girl's Will, because they're Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, and then we get to negate a card effect. And if your opponent gets rid of this card, you then get to, I know it has an additional effect. You need to get, if this face-up card is sent from the spell and trap zone, you can destroy a card on the field. So even if they get rid of it, you still get to pop a card. So it's still pretty cool. You also have Red Eyes Dark Dragoon to go ahead and, you know, discard a card, negate. You could just discard Rod and keep adding Rod. But here's what we could do. We have a Palladium monster right here, and we have a Dark Magician. So we could then activate the Soul Servant, and then, you know, we could just top deck something, it doesn't matter, send this to grave. We could then banish the Soul Servant because we control Dark Magician and a Palladium monster. So we could just banish this, and then we get to draw 2 cards. And if they want to negate it, then we just Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, discard negate, and we still get to draw 2 cards. So we get that card. We already used it this turn, so it's not worth anything. We get that card. Now, unfortunately, we don't control a Dark... Oh, we do control a Palladium monster, so we can then further combo into this, but that is for a later combo video. But basically, we started with Rod and 1 other card in our hand. And those 2 cards led to 3 cards in our hand and 5 cards on the field and a few cards in the grave. So that basically is Rod with extended support like Soul Servant. But even if we didn't have Soul Servant, we probably would have just the 1 card left in our hand and all these cards on the field with just 1 Rod. So basically that was going to be how we do Magician's Rod. To use both of its effects, that way you can add it back, you know, use Dragoon for discard fodder, all that. So if you guys liked the new update for the Magician's Rod and all the other new Dark Magician support that has been created for the Dark Magician deck on the channel, make sure to share with your friends and leave a like on the video and the posts that are to come. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow the Instagram account for more awesome content like this if you liked it. And as always, keep it real.